Hi, my name is Amber Hernandez, and I'm going to do a walkthrough of my portfolio with some examples of logos, print, and web material I've done for past clients. To open with, I'm going to go over some logos and design concepts I did for different clients. The first one is Live Creations by Travis Jones. He is a client of mine that has a taxidermy business in Stevensville, Montana, and he came to me and needed a logo to start things off with. So he had some ideas of what he would like, mostly elements of animals of some sort in the logo, and some fonts that would be play up with that animal element as well. So I had a few examples here. These are just a few concepts I did for him to kind of give him an idea of what we can do with the logo, adding animal elements in there. Since he does taxidermy, I focus more on the larger animals, that type of thing, especially with antlers. The final product here, he really liked having the name inside the antlers and the antlers themselves. He really enjoyed that concept. This is done with pen tool, gradients, um, shape tool. The antlers themselves I pulled from an old file of mine and just recycled them. So this really came together really well. The color scheme is the Hunter color schemes, and it's something that he uses for a lot of things. So he was really wanted to have that, incorporate that within the logo as well. Selkirk Coaching and Training Group. Tracy Worley is the brainchild behind this company. She is the company itself. She's a speaker, and she works with businesses to get their employees encouraged and get them thinking about how to work as teams. So she had really no idea. She had a lot of ideas about how she wanted to incorporate what she does, and then she also wanted to incorporate mountains in it. Her original logo is something she wasn't really happy with, and she wanted to completely redesign it. So these were just 4 ideas I did for her to give her an idea of what we could do. We actually went through, I want to say, about 30 different concept drawings, and these are the final 3 logos that we did. The top 4 in the plan, purpose, and passion logos, those are for programs that she's actually written and uses them under the umbrella of Selkirk. The Selkirk Coaching and Training Group logo there is one that was done using pen tool. We manipulated a lot of the font, different things like that. And we actually ended up just doing an updated version of her original logo. She really liked that, and she kept everything we did. She kept going back to that, so I just decided to redo her original logo and present it to her, and she really loved it. So I recreated the mountains and the rays. The original logo is not in here, but it was a lesser version of this one, and she's been using it and is very happy with that as well. Small Wonders Child Care is a child care business here in Missoula, Montana. These are just concept drawings that we've done. We had to put the project on hold. They have a few things going on with the business. She's pregnant again, so she had to kind of put a hold on everything. So I'm hoping we'll have a final logo sometime later this year. Moving into the print work, flyers, mailers, and banners. This is a mailer I did for Jen Gursky. She ran for a House seat, and she actually did win. This was her final mailer that she did. The other ones she did on her own, and she was running slow on time, and she really wanted to bring someone in to help her, and so we were able to connect, and I built this mailer for her, and this was her final big marketing push. Moving into some flyers I've done. This is a flyer I did for a company as I worked as an in-house designer. They did a lot of quarterly promotions, and this was one of them. We did the rays again. I wanted to tie in the background but not make it too busy, so I did this, and I did some typography design with it as well. This was using the pen tool. I had to manipulate images and that type of thing, so I did a lot of breaking it down using the gradient tool, pen tool again quite a bit, shape tool as well. Same with this flyer. Created the elements for this. We made some cards and the elements that went with that. We played around. The images themselves of the product, those were already done, but we used Photoshop to put the tips in with the handles and play around with that. And that did a lot of the crop tool and different elements like that, and the eraser tool to get some background images out. This is a banner that we did just for trade shows. This banner has actually been used internationally as well. I used, I believe it was Illustrator, or I'm sorry, not Illustrator, InDesign for this. And I used Illustrator to clean up some of the images. Same thing with the tips. We used Photoshop for that, and I used Illustrator to create the reflection with that as well. So that was all done using those programs. This is a flyer I did for a fundraiser for Santa Smiles for Cash. It was for a young boy that was fighting cancer. He unfortunately lost the battle, but this was a fundraiser that was done to kind of help bring in some money so that they could pay off some of their bills and get some of the medical expenses taken care of. The photos themselves were given to me, and I did some editing in Photoshop and altered the color a little bit, cleaned it up. Used a crop tool and some filters as well. So the other elements, the houses and the Santa, was done in the Santa image is actually one that I used off iStock. I just grabbed that. It's one that I purchased for use for this particular piece. And then the houses were all done with pen tool and in Illustrator. Website work. This is a website that I did for Physique Studios. They're a company. She requested the use of Weebly. She liked the program. She wanted a website created using that program, and so this is one that we're actually hopefully finished very soon. It's got everything in there, and she wanted it done in that particular program because it's one that she used before and she was well acquainted with, and she wanted to be able to do a lot of posting in it as well. Catch-all cleaning is one that's in the process of getting launched. She requested it be done in WordPress. She wanted a WordPress site because this would give her the ability to do her blogging and that type of thing, and to post new images in the gallery and to alter pricing on a moment's notice. That was really important. This is a website I did for Go Fish Montana. He as well requested a WordPress website. He wanted to be able to go in and update his information, and the background is different images that scroll through, and he wanted to focus on the beauty of the nature of Montana and the different areas. So he wanted to be able to have a website created in WordPress so that he could update those images and change them as needed. And then have me help him out with any different work. I actually had to go in and do a lot of custom code work for this, and so I had to alter the color scheme, change some sizing issues, manipulate where things were placed within the website itself. So I used some custom PHP and HTML and CSS to accomplish all of that. Selkirk, again, it's another WordPress website she requested. She had used another software program for her original website that she did, and she does a lot of work on her own website, and it was really important to her that she's able to continue that, so she wanted a WordPress website. So this was done using WordPress templates, but again, I did a lot of custom coding. I altered the layout quite a bit for her. Did some custom HTML, CSS, and PHP coding in here. One thing I didn't mention on the catch-all one, that has custom audio in it, and I had to write some custom PHP code to accomplish what she wanted, which was to have audio automatically playing on the website. You try to explain that that's not the best thing to do, but if the client wants it, you do it. So that is in just my portfolio for this class. And if you have any other further questions about the work that's done, feel free to give me a call or email me. I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you for your time.